Let's bring in Steve Wesley. He's the founder of Wesley Group, former Tesla board member. Steve, always good to have you. Just give me your thoughts about the X and the S and saying goodbye to them and the ramp up in, what Musk says will be at some point a million robots a year coming off the lines.
Look, it's a tough quarter for Tesla. First year of declining revenues down 3%. Second year of declining auto sales down 9%. Profit down 46%. I mean, the one thing that's increasing here is competition. BYD outsold Tesla for the first time in the EV space. And, Volkswagen, Hyundai, these other firms are coming on with lower cost models. There's more competition. Saving grace, energy division grew 27%. All of the world's utilities need more energy to power this AI data center revolution, and Tesla's filling in that gap right now. But the big story, Tesla's ending Model S and X, doubling down on Optimus. They're out to prove they're a tech company. Let's see if they can do it.
Yeah, well, you don't seem to have gotten the memo, Steve, that they're not a car company. Come on, why are you focused on things like declining auto sales and year-over-year numbers?
Well, until they can get this Optimus into the market, get more full self-driving vehicle regulatory approvals, they've got to tell that auto story. But I think they're starting to do that. And again, their energy division showing dramatic growth. Again, everybody's talking about who's going to power energy in the future, where are the utilities going to go. Right now, Tesla's energy division is killing it with their Gigapack and their energy block. So this is a big deal. But they're going to have to show they can get humanoid robots into the market, I think, by the tail end of this year, and that's not going to be easy.
No, that will not be easy at all. I mean, when I sat down with Musk, now it's a while ago already, and targets change. He was talking about 2030 in terms of really mass production of the robots. Given your time as a board member there, I'm just curious, broadly speaking, do you think they will be able to meet these goals of becoming a major manufacturer of robots that can do any number of different tasks?
Look, I think what they've done with the Optimus robots is impressive. And they've got plans to produce the Gen 3 by the end of this year, sell a lot at scale at 2027. And it's hard to bet against Tesla, but there's huge competition from well-funded companies. We track a lot of these at our firm, like Figure AI, heavy backing with NVIDIA. They're very serious. Boston Dynamics, Unitree with strong support from China and subsidized product. So this isn't going to be easy. But I think Elon's going to show the world he may still have the Midas touch with that IPO at SpaceX, but this one's going to be a tall order. We'll see if he can do it.
Steve, the stock has underperformed the S&P not just over 1 year, but over 5 years. Some blame that on his foray into politics. There's been some Yale studies recently trying to count the number of cars potentially that it cost the company in deliveries. Do you think people will want to buy a Musk robot too?
Yeah. Well, look, most of the corporate executives in the United States largely stay out of politics. That's probably a smart thing. Focus pays off well. They've really got to kick this full self-driving thing into gear. They only have approval in 2 cities now. Waymo is in 6 cities, going to 12, as many as 20 by the end of the year, including New York, London, Tokyo. So focus would be a good thing. They've got a ways to go to catch up on full self-driving. They've got to prove their mettle and Optimus robots. This is not going to be easy, but a lot of what he's done is not easy. He's managed to prove the naysayers wrong. 2026 is going to be an interesting year.